It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Johnson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Flacco's throw there complete.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
A good strong run there by Michael Carter, reminiscent of his days at North Carolina. A 1,000-yard rusher each of his last 2 years in Chapel Hill, despite being in a timeshare with Javonte Williams, who was a second-round pick of the Denver Broncos. Carter, the second pick of the 4th round, out of UNC. He could be the Jets' leading rusher moving forward.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. From the 31, Flacco, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. Full to run show Fatukasi there on the tackle.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's brought down.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Oh, a costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he's brought down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Jaguars have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. The point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd down, it's Hall.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Play action. Flacco. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss, Elijah Moore. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Flacco. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Check 15, check 15. Hey, you're over here, you're over here. Check 24. Switch it. Yo, we. Right there, 54, right there.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5. Here's a give to Etienne. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now Lawrence on first down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11 now. Here's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Lawrence going to throw again. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll get this off to ETN. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the shotgun, Lawrence, touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Meanwhile, the second quarter score from Carolina, and the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On first down, Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll run with ETN. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Flacco. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. ETN once more. A first down and more, ETN. And all the way up to the 46. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Rolling to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. A handoff for ETN. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Look at me, zipper.
On 2nd down now. It's Robinson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 42-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating off play action, Flacco. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Let's make it.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. A give to ETN running right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They go play action now. Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Here's Johnson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll run with Carter. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they will take a knee here. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Go, go, go. Mike 56, Mike 56. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Say go.
And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for